Alright guys, back here again. Just going over the first flush system that I ordered. And I was reading over the instructions here. So, for every 3-foot section of 3-inch pipe, they approximate that it holds 1.5 gallons of water. So, I have to do a calculation on the tiny house to see. I need the square footage, and then it has a calculation here for me to figure out how many gallons of diverted water you should have. So, but before that, I'm going to just show you some fittings and stuff and how it all goes together. In the bag, just left there's 2 steel brackets, 2 plastic brackets, and some screws, and these little round rubber pads for whatever reason that is. I'm not quite sure. Now, the only part that I haven't figured out yet is this one. If anybody knows, let me know. But I'll show you what I've been going through anyway. So, this is the very bottom of the fitting. So, let me just put that ball over there. So, what happens is, pretend there's a 3-inch pipe going all the way up to your gutter system from here. When the water starts building up, it has to go through this nice long screen filter, fine filter. But they added a feature where you could actually open this up and clean it. So this portion here gets glued on to the bottom of your 3-inch PVC pipe. So I'll show you that. It's a threaded connection right here. So you can actually open up, inspect, pull the whole bottom out, and while you do that, the ball will be sitting at the bottom as well because of gravity, and there's no water in there. So you can actually inspect your storage, not really storage, but the diverted water for any debris and stuff like that, and then you can also clean your filter. And the filter, I'll show that. They have a nice, anybody who does plumbing, I don't know the dimension here, but it's got a nice barb fitting for tubing. We have like a Gorilla tubing, it's called. I couldn't tell you the diameter at the moment, but it'll slip right over here, and then you can run it to wherever you want, to a garden or whatever. So I'm just going to back this off and then show you how the filter's sitting in there. It has a beveled edge here. Pull this out, and that just pops out. That's your filter. And so basically it just goes back in same way, and that beveled edge keeps it solid in that space. So that's pretty neat. Somebody was thinking when they came up with this. And I'll just put all this back together, and then I'll get on to the next part here. So that's the bottom. So here's the tee they ship you with. There's different ways you can do it. You can go, let's say the gutters are above, and there's a gutter exit here. You can tie in, of course, with an elbow and a little piece. Tie in there, and then this goes down to your diverter, and then from there, once the diverter fills up, the water will continue on and into your storage container. So right now I'm going to use it as a T, but you could also use it like this. You can go directly off one gutter, and then it'll fill this whole diverted section up, and then once that fills up, it'll come up here and travel back down into your storage container. So here's the other piece. and they call this the T, or the T. And they say you can either put it in either seat. So basically, you want to have it facing like this in your system. So when the water fills up, the ball will close that off, and the water will continue on down the pipe. You can see that in there. So that's pretty neat. No electricity required or anything like that. This is perfect for off the grid or on-grid homes too, as well, if you're storing water for gardens or whatever, prepping. I still need to figure out what this is, but I'm sure somebody will let me know. I believe what I was looking at in one of these pictures was, it was maybe possibly for their optional, they called it leaf beater, leaf eater, leaf beater, or rain catcher, because it has that square type of fitting that kind of looks similar to this. So hard to say. Maybe you guys can figure out what that is. There's a good look at it. Let me know in the comments. Much appreciate it. But other than that, I don't think I'll be using these plastic brackets, but the metal ones I will be using. And it looks pretty simple. I haven't decided which direction I'm going to go. I think I'm actually might go this way, because 48-foot long gutter system, that's pretty long. So I want to have an exit at the far end, connect that into here, and then, or actually maybe just one in the center, and then tilt it like this, and then the ball would obviously go down here in here. So one exit in the 48-foot gutter system. That's a lot of water for the gutter to hold, by the way. But that way, if it's centralized, it'll fill up this section really quickly, hopefully, and then start getting fresh water into the tank. And they say the longer or the more gallons your diverter will hold, the cleaner the water you'll get. Well, that makes sense, because has more time to clean your roof off before you actually get the water that you want. So there's a little update for you guys on what's going on, and that's about it for now, guys. So that's the first flush system, downspout water diverter. There it is right there, and it actually gives you some good examples of it here. So water comes in, fills up the bottom portion, the ball rises, it plugs the access to the diverter, and the fresh clean water now flows into your storage tank. So there's a little review of, I'm just playing with it, unboxing it, dry fitting it, see how it's going to work out, and we'll do some videos once I get it all, once I'm setting all that up. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks a lot. Well, guys, I'm here at home, about to make dinner, and just kind of whipped on CNN. I won't show it because of copyright and all that good stuff. But it looks like the stock market's tanking yet again. Anybody who's not believing in the collapse going on, well, I think you're a little too late to prepare, but you might have time. In case you guys are sick of food videos, that's too bad. I got another one. Just having some supper. I got some green peppers, well, bell peppers, different orange, red, yellow, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, some trail mix, cheese and crackers. There's this is Havarda cheese with dill infused into it. Tastes really good. And it's time for my sprouts. These are the alfalfa sprouts, so hopefully I can take these out Haven't taken this off. Now the sprouts have taken root in the cheesecloth because they've been laying up against it. So we'll see. I need to give this a good wash, but as you can see, they've taken up root in cheesecloth, but we'll see how easy they pull out. Oh, not too bad. So I'll throw them back in the jar. And those will be for supper tonight. Eat it. And now I only put a pinch of seeds in here, so not even a teaspoon. And you get quite a few sprouts. So I gotta wash these off. Get rid of the husks or the shells. I call them husks. And then that's it. Dinner's served. There's a nice little dinner. I had my guilty pleasure with a large Shasta cola from the dollar store. But gotta have a little bit of something. But yeah, that looks pretty healthy otherwise. And that's it for now, guys.